Welcome to a fresh new update of the markets of Bitcoin and Ethereum, and we're going to discuss these two as this garbage trader and scammer has been dumping on his followers and has got 3k people in his group for a price that's really not being asked. Also, I'm very interested to know when Swipe has hit 25 bucks, but I've told you to hold it until $1. So welcome all. I hope you all are going to have a wonderful week. But before that, do not forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, like the YouTube update. Also, do not forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, where you can find daily content on the markets. Getting some hectic days, so I'll be answering all the Instagram questions on a later moment today. So, looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum, Bitcoin is actually doing what we were thinking it should be doing, in which we are not getting any corrective move yet. So we've got a few crucial levels that we should be holding on to, which, as a matter of fact, is that low of this range construction. So what we're looking at is the same build-up as in April and May. So those levels that are important are the same as back then. So anything between 50.5 to 52.5 is actually the range low that should be surviving as support here if we want to see continuation. I just don't want to see the price drop lower than that level. And when we're looking at the price action itself, you can also see that the level around 51.8 is a very crucial one to sustain to. What it tells us is that based on that movement, we are seeing continuation upwards. So the price is getting pushed up by FOMO, and there's not really any retracements happening at all. We've seen that happening in the previous run in August, and we're also seeing it right now. And I think that we're just going to continue grinding until the all-time high without literally any heavy correction. And probably we're going to get one when it gets towards the new all-time high. So the scenario that we are seeing here is still the one that I'm looking at. So I'm not sure whether we're going to get that retest of the 51.5k level. But if we get it, it's a great chance to get into the markets. What I'm looking at is continuation until this all-time high. And when it gets to the all-time high will be used as a reference point for people to sell their bags. And that's why I'm assuming that we're going to take the liquidity around this level and have some period of consolidation. We've had the exact same around the previous all-time high, in which we actually had some consolidation and we dropped heavily to retest some levels before we started to break out heavily in January and December. So when we get to that stage, I'm assuming we're going to have some more corrective movements, some sideways action, and after that we're going to have a breakout of the altcoins. Because when we're looking at the altcoins at this point, we are currently seeing weakness all over the place. So ETH against Bitcoin is still bouncing downwards, so dropping downwards and rejecting support levels. So what we see here is previous support becomes resistance. Previous support becomes resistance, as we discussed. And I've stated that if we're going to break through crucial levels, then I'm interested to get into the markets at this point. But we couldn't break through 0.68. And we also couldn't break or even get towards anywhere close to 0.071. So price started to tumble down even more. And you can see that we've got a new level that it has to break through, which is the area around 0.064. That is the level that we have to actually test or check whether we can get some bullishness in the markets at this stage. If that doesn't happen, I'm assuming we're going to have further downwards movement. So if we are bullish, I want to see a breaker here and I want to see it flip for support. Most likely we won't, and then I'm assuming we're going to get further downwards movements just in line with the update that I've given earlier on the markets. And then I'm looking at 0.057 and potentially even 0.054 and 52. Especially when you're looking at the Bitcoin dominance and the structure that we have, and usually the moment where it starts breaking out. I've done it with ETH against Bitcoin, in which ETH against Bitcoin is usually a great moment to buy that one in December, as then it's usually starting its new cycle that's been done in 2016, 2017, 18, 2020 and also this year. Looking at Bitcoin dominance, nice double bottom. Right now we're running up, and we're running up in a period there where altcoins are doing worse. So I'm assuming we're going to get anywhere close to those ranges before we're going to make a reversal on the price action of, or at least on the action of the Bitcoin dominance pair. Looking at Cardano against Bitcoin, same view here. Heavy corrective movements. I really wanted to see it flip or break through 4280. We didn't really do that. We rejected there as the first level, and now we're dropping all the way down. So I'm looking at point of interest for Cardano as well, anywhere in those ranges, and this is the critical one that should sustain as support. So altcoins are not really interesting right now, at least the majors are not, because the momentum is shifting towards Bitcoin. I think the actual altcoin run will start to happen above the all-time high. Very short update, but I hope you have enjoyed it, and I'll be back later today with another one.